Okay, programming 1. Students. So it turns out in watching some of my other videos that I had the my OBS streaming thing down here on the screen, and so I spend most of my time looking at myself on the screen instead of looking at the camera. So I moved the streaming software over to that side, and I really want to look at it. I'm gonna look at it. Holy crap. Why didn't one of you guys tell me my nose is that big? It's a point. Jeez. All right. Anyway, so hopefully that'll help. I'll look at you guys more. I'm also tweaking some of the sound settings, getting it exactly right. My computer at school is set up to do this, and so I've already tweaked all the settings there. So I'm coming here, and it's not directly compatible because the Predator is a little different than my computer at school. So we'll get it figured out. Okay. So anyways, programming specific stuff. 1. Oh yeah, by the way, did you notice the nice space background I added? Woo. First thing, your grades for third term are currently completely updated. Everything that has been turned in is on your grade, both in Canvas and MyDSD. We are not going to have any more assignments on third term, even though I'm not closing it until next week. The only additional thing will be your notebook has not gone in yet. That is just simply because I just have not had time to read them all yet. I am going through them right now. You will have a singular additional question, one final question that you'll have to do in your notebook. Please get that done tomorrow or Friday. I don't care, either way. But please get that done. It is the notebook is only going to increase your grade. I think what I'm going to do with it, your notebook, is I am going to make it worth 0 points and then give you 100 points for it. So that way, if you don't do it, it doesn't hurt you. Just because I want to stop your grade from being able to go down. So I will work something out. I don't know how exactly I'm going to score it, but we will do something. Maybe I only give you points for it if it's going to help your grade. So I don't know. We'll figure it out. But make sure I'll put that notebook entry in your OneNote for tomorrow. Make sure that you get that done. Take care of that. If you are missing work, that is what I would like you to focus on for the next few days. So this week and next week, really concentrate on getting that stuff done. If you have everything done, here is the beauty of me pushing you guys so hard this year. We have realistically one more major concept that we have to cover before the end of the year. So while we are still going to continue to work, we're going to do things, we're going to get you better. We are not going to stress about rushing into fourth term. Like, it's just not necessary. If we do when we come back, yeah. So don't worry about that. We will get it taken care of. If you have missing stuff that you need help with, for example, I had a question about the first arrays. Please, I'm happy to help you on email, but the district's email system is wildly slow. So what I would like to try, at least for the first few days, if you have a question, please direct it to me in Canvas discussions, in the discussions in Canvas, because one of the things that it will allow us to do is I will be able to answer you there, and then I will also be able to, you'll be able to get answers from other students, right? So if I'm working and say I'm working on AP Computer Science stuff and you have a question and Molly has a question, and Carson knows the answer, he can answer per that question. Okay. If you have code at school that you are needing to finish your program, that is not really going to be an option. So, I was going to go through and see if I could pull your code off of your computers, and I still can, but the amount of time it would take to get everybody's code off of the hard drives is just not something that's going to end up being feasible to do. So, given that your grade cannot be hurt worse than it is currently, if you are missing something, just get it done. And let's get you to a point where it's moving forward. If, for example, you don't have your first arrays program turned in and it's not done yet, that's okay. Just start over and write it, and then get it to me. So the other thing is on that, I know we have done rubrics to grade your programs. We are going to continue to do rubrics. They are going to be required with your programs, but here is the change. Instead of having another student grade your program, I would like you to show it to somebody else and have your mom or your dad or whatever, have someone grade it for you. Have them put their name on the rubric just like we do with students. The reason for that is that you then will have to explain your program and what it does to the person who's grading it for you so that they can understand it well enough to grade it. And that will help you understand it more, and it will help your parents or your family or whatever get a better idea of what you're doing in class. So it's just kind of like a good thing. In fact, it's so good I may end up allowing family members to grade stuff next year. We're going to just see what happens. But have somebody fill out your rubrics. They're still required. We still have to have them. So Max, I'm looking at you. You turned all your freaking crap in and didn't have any of your rubrics. So have your mom or somebody fill your rubrics out for you. That covers most of it. I think I touched on the stream. Please go in. You're going to have an assignment in Canvas. That is just simply to vote for what streaming platform you would prefer us to use. I'm thinking Twitch probably would be the easiest, but YouTube allows us to kind of avoid the, giving people stars or subscribing or stuff like that. It just would get weird if somebody started making money off the channel, which we don't want that. We'll figure something out. But it'll be between YouTube, Twitch, Mixer, and Facebook. We'll go ahead, go in and vote, and I'm going to set that up this weekend. If anybody has any recommendations for mics, if any of you guys are streamed out there, throw them in there and let me see what we can do. Okay. What we are going to do now is I'm going to show you how to install the software. So I have to look sideways a little bit so I can do my thing. So if you look, I'm going to pull my desktop up. Okay, here we go. What you have is right here. This is the software download links and more programming specific information announcement in Canvas. Okay, you are going to need two things to install NetBeans. First is the JDK here. Second is NetBeans here. I also have the link for Unity Hub up here so that you can download Unity if you want to work on your rollerball. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to download the JDK first, download NetBeans second. What you will see is that I actually pre-downloaded them because I was a little worried about them taking a long time. It's actually going to download directly from my OneDrive account. So in here, I have them saved in a DL file. Okay, so I have not installed NetBeans on this laptop yet. And so what you're going to see is this is exactly what you should see as far as you installing it. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the JDK. You need to install the JDK before you install NetBeans. You should have JDK 8U 101. I'm going to go ahead and run that. It'll pop up. It's going to say little admin thing. I'm not really sure what you just saw, but it's going to have an admin thing. I just clicked yes. Okay, you're going to hit next. Okay, development here, next. Okay, it's going to go ahead and install the JDK. Shouldn't take more than just a couple minutes. I'm going to hit next. Now it's installing Java, which I already have, but it's going to do it. Maybe. Okay. And this will take, you know, a different amount of time depending upon how fast your computer is at home. Okay. Java SE Development Kit, which is what JDK stands for, Java Development Kit, has been successfully installed. We want to install version 8. I'm going to hit close. Okay, so now I have the JDK installed. So now I'm going to click on NetBeans 8.2 Java SE. Got my little admin pop up again. Looks like my screen just went black, but that's not really surprising. Okay, so I'm going to go, this is my NetBeans installer, accepting the agreement. Hit next. Okay. You can put this wherever you want, okay? I am going to just let it install in the default location. Check for updates. See, it's only 300 meg. It's not really a big deal. I'm going to let it check for updates, although I'm probably not going to do that. Okay. What it's going to do is it is going to extract all of the files that we have. And then it will, it'll take just a little bit of time. So it's got to unpack all the jar and stuff. So what I will do is I'm going to pause our video and then let this just run. I will not click on anything so that you can see click by click what we're going to do. So hold on just a second. And we're back. Okay, so what we have, it says that my setup was complete. I have not clicked on anything. It just did its thing. Contribute to the next NetBeans project by providing mouse. No, I'm not going to click that. Okay, so now I click finish. Okay, and now is NetBeans going to auto start? It is not. So come here. NetBeans recently added. Fire up NetBeans. Now what you're seeing is that comfortable place that you are so familiar with. File, new project, next, let's call it Hello COVID-19. We go through, I'm gonna delete my stuff. And we're just going to go system.out.print. There was another earthquake while the video was paused. Yeah, there was an earthquake just now. Just so that you guys know. Let's go ahead and run it. Woohoo! There was another earthquake while the video was paused. We're good. Okay, so that should be your NetBeans. If you need help, we can do pseudocode. I can write you pseudocode in Canvas. I can write it for you. I can get my Surface tablet out and we can write it by hand. I can see if I can find a whiteboard or a window for us to write on here. We can do whatever. I can do a video. If enough of you are like, hey, Mr. Binner, I need the pseudocode written for, say, the parallel arrays. We can sit down one day and just write the pseudocode for it. Okay, here's the thing though, is that I need you to tell me that you need it, right? So in Canvas, click on the start a discussion up and say, hey, so parallel arrays, I'm dying and I don't know what to do. Post your source code in there, copy your text and post it in there. Other students can look at it. I can look at it. We will band together and we will get through it, okay? I'm excited to see what we have going on. Take this week, focus on getting your head in a good space, and then let's come together and figure out what we're gonna do. I am proud of you guys, and let's kick it. And let me just say, all of you guys that have been using the discussion forum in Canvas to this point are awesome. I appreciated that Jackson did a post this morning about the earthquake. You guys are on the freaking ball. This is the class I am least worried about. You guys are going to nail it. So, okay. Let me know if you need anything. And I am here, and I will catch you guys probably Friday. Other than in Canvas, I'll respond to you in Canvas, but I think you guys are set until probably at least Friday. So we're good. Okay. All right. Later.